You are looking live at Talon Energy Stadium, and coming out of the tunnel, this is the moment you enter the big stadium, you get riled up, and you try to play for a championship. That's what these two teams are going to do right here, right now. They're trying to work their way through the bracket, and they've made it here. The girls' high school open final, Utah Cannibals versus North Bay. Shawnee Hill on the call, along with Phaedra Knight. And Phaedra, it's the future of women's rugby right here on display in Philadelphia. You're going to see a lot of energy. You're going to see a lot of passion. What skill sets do you want to see on display?
You know, it's just the basics. The basics executed well yield success. So, nice pass catch, right? Good decision making, good tackling. That's key. This is the only way you're going to stop an attack. Yeah, just execution of the basics, Shawnee.
So you're going to see Utah in the white, North Bay in the orange. We'll see exactly what they got. Some women's rugby here. It's the great thing about the Penn Mutual Collegiate Rugby Championship. You're getting all divisions, all levels as well. If you haven't had a chance to make it out here to Philadelphia, maybe you start booking your tickets for next year already. An incredible matchup, but you at home, tuned in on ESPN+, excellent decision by you. So Utah will start with it. They'll try to make some pace, some good speed to start right off the kick, but ends up into touch there. Oh, actually stays out. Utah, the quick throw back in. Making it happen to be North Bay in the orange there. And there, so some strong physical rugby to start here, Phaedra.
Yeah, and you love that. It's always good to see, especially high school players playing with that kind of physicality at that age. They have that awareness, and that's a great take by number 8.
So if you're a coach, though, I mean, obviously you want to see a passionate start, but this is a quick way to drain the energy there. Would you perhaps want to see it slow down a bit?
Not at all. It's 7s, it's 14 minutes. Your fitness should get better as you go. And when you're playing in a championship match, you run on adrenaline when you lose all energy. So,
and look at this, getting all 10,000 steps on her Fitbit today, making her way towards the try zone. And she get it down? Indeed, she does. Looks like Jocelyn Arbuckle took it all the way in. Incredible pace there. Hey, if you got speed like that, why slow down? She puts it in the high gear, and she gets the try.
Yeah, and we take a look at the replay. Just a nice steal here in the ruck. She picks the nice pickup and offload, and it's just great awareness by her teammates to get it to the speed. And they knew she had that finishing power, and she showed them right.
You know, you talk about the speed on the end there, but coming off the turnover shows how it's a team game. You're going to see the individual effort. You'll see the short clip of just that right there, dotting down the try. But it started with good defensive pressure and picking off the turnover here. Take a look at the conversion. Does not go, but 5-0. Jocelyn gets them on the board. It's going to fire up the ladies there for sure. They're trying to keep it calm, but you know they're fired up to get them on the board.
And you got subs on the bench, so if she's tired, you can always sub them in. Take them out, put them in, take them out, put them in.
And that's the great thing about these athletes. You talk about it, it's a 14-minute match, but it's truly nonstop. The clock only stops in rare occurrences for subs, perhaps an injury, but other than that, we're getting it and we're going nonstop here. North Bay trying to get it started. They were knocking on the door before that turnover. Let's see if they can do it again. Come across half. She's showing some pace of her own and pulled down from behind.
And that was a slightly high tackle on the shoulder, Shawnee.
Nope, not through the mark.
So you got to keep it not near the head. You want to keep it underneath the shoulder?
Yeah, best to grab around the waist, especially when you're tackling from behind that way. And let your arms slide down, tie up the legs. When you squeeze the legs, they cannot run.
And of course, you want to wrap up that player, keep him down. Help your teammates get back on the defensive end. North Bay moving the ball well again. Let's see if they can clean it up towards the end. Hold on to it. Maybe Plunk's in there. She's fighting her way through. She's sneaking by and she puts it down.
She is a strong young lady. I mean, she would not falter at tacklers reaching at her. She just went in, took it. 21, that's Ubaida Ahmed. We'll take a look again. Here, she fends off one. She's got another coming on her. She keeps those legs active. Shrugs off the other. 1, 2, 3. and she's in.
That's unbelievable. And for the ESPN Plus audience, you see it. I got to feel it. Phaedra Knight giving me the elbow as Ahmed busts through and gets in there.
I love that. I love that. Back in my day, Shawnee.
Hey, you can still get out there and do it. Perhaps not with the high school girls here. They might put you through your paces.
Yeah.
But it's going to be physical. It's going to be tough at any age. And you talk about the stamina, you talk about the fitness. Recovery also key in a tournament like this because you're playing multiple times a day.
So key. So everything you do in preparation to this championship is paramount.
So we're going to see the kick right now. We've seen at the high school level, it's kind of kicking it deep. Perhaps you don't want to give the reset because it's got to make it past 10 meters there. But if you can contest these kicks, either steal it or get in there defensively right away. A little too much space given by North Bay. Utah's on the move. Hauled down there, but makes good progress in North Bay territory. Another big hit there.
Well, she failed to release that ball. She was held on the ground. She didn't release. Therefore, the penalty was assessed against her.
So it'll go back to North Bay. And Ahmed working her magic again. Trying to bust her way through. Gets it to the outside. Fights off another. Finally hauled down. But Ahmed doing the dirty work. But it turns over now. Utah gets it back. The second turnover for North Bay. Ball bouncing around a bit there. And North Bay gets back. The whistle goes. Looks like in from the side there.
Yeah, improper entry. You got to come through that gate.
So you got to make sure, as aggressive as you may want to be, you got to do it properly. It's going to be a whistle and a free reset for the other squad. Utah taking advantage. More speed on display. Fights off the tackle. She has support there if she needs it. There's the offload. And it'll be a try for Utah. Zoe Maybe.
Yeah,
Zoe Maybe.
But Addie Morrissey, she created that. She had the big strides that pulled away from that defense. We'll take a look at it again. Just wouldn't stop. Very strong, very balanced in that tackle. Had the awareness to turn around, fend off that defender, and just offload to her wonderful support, Zoe Malby coming through.
And support on both sides, as you see. Utah had support on the offensive end. North Bay unable to get back to provide support defensively. Ends up with an open offload and underneath the sticks. So that'll line it up nice and straight for the conversion, and they do just that. 12-5. Now 7-point game. Utah in the lead over North Bay here in the women's high school final.
I'm overly impressed, actually, with the minimal turnovers in this match. There haven't been a ton. There have been a few penalties, but the skills have been very good.
Yeah, nothing too egregious, nothing truly unforced. Most of the turnovers have been due to great pressure and kind of a situation. North Bay, their situation right now is they're moving the ball. It's Ahmed again. She's been all over the pitch. Unfortunately, that includes in the touch in this instance.
Yeah, she just did, I think, a little too much that time. Maybe it had been better suited to pull back and then redirect that ball right. But as it is, penalty offsides there against
North Bay. So Utah now, as the Hooter goes, look at a chance to play with the clock on zeros. Maybe get some more points in the first half, which would be crucial here in such a tight battle. We'll see adjustments from both squads for sure. Right now, Utah going to try to do what they just did, which is put points on the board. Good move towards the center there. Might be looking for support. She's going to pound it a bit more forward. North Bay trying to turn it. And not releasing there. Yeah, Utah will keep it. Looking. Quick start there, but perhaps a bit too quick to that support. Now it's in the North Bay hands. The fourth turnover. So it was clean so far. It's starting to pile back up as it's back to Utah. It's going back and forth. It's getting in close. Let's see if they can get it out wide and put it down. She's going to try to go right through the center.
Oh.
Might be just short.
That was a very high tackle on the net.
So the high tackle will keep it in play here as the clocks are on zero. Get reset. Utah trying to punch it in. North Bay trying to mount a strong defense and keep them out. Good hit right there. Got to get a bit lower. Wrap up those legs. Bring her down. Utah picks it out. gets it wide, and they're going to get it in. Good job there by Utah to stay with it. Looks like Addie Horsley.
And that was just great textbook 2-on-1 rugby. You can't beat that. That is a replay of the drills that these young ladies have done over and over and over again, and all of us that have played the game. That 2-on-1, that's the perfect scenario that you practice in your drills. Now you're able to put it on the field.
So practice makes perfect in this execution for Utah, and pretty good to put some more points up. Conversion does not go, but 17-5 now. The Utah Cannibals over North Bay. It is the Girls High School Open Final. Champions being crowned today on Sunday. Don't go anywhere. More coverage continues here on ESPN+.
Live back on ESPN Plus, you're seeing Bishop Shanahan, your boys' high school open championship. Steve Albrecht, competitions director of United World Sports, and Jeff Leenan, senior sponsorship manager of Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company, gave the trophy to those boys right there. And oh man, they're going to be the kings of the high school now. They raise it high. Our first champion here on ESPN Plus, but another one potentially able to come as we shift back to the girls. Utah with the lead over North Bay. What adjustments would you like to see, Phaedra Knight, from both squads as we start the second half?
Well, a little more discipline in the tackle, especially. Got to bring them down. And, you know, they've really, I mean, they both have been doing a great job of taking advantage of opportunities. Settling into the attack structure would be really, I think, advantageous for both. They can launch and play much more efficient rugby that way.
And the ladies have shown us a bit of everything. We see some great breakaway speed. We see some good team play and support and some physicality as well. So whatever you want to see from rugby, you're going to see it here in the Girls High School Open Final. North Bay in the orange, moving it against Utah in the white. Bit of an errant pass there, puts the ball on the pitch.
Yeah, slight knock forward. And that's a testament to moving sideways. They're not really bursting onto the ball. I mean, you definitely want to move the ball across the field, but you need to hit the line with a little bit of pace, and that'll offset any potential knock-on, if you will. Minimizes it.
Utah will feed it into the scrum here. Able to pull it out, but North Bay strong in the defense. Shuts that down pretty quickly. And the ball comes loose. Kicked around, and the whistle goes.
And that was just great defense. Great defense by North Bay to get really up. That line speed was pretty good coming up on the attack and force that knock-on.
So on the scrum here, you have to commit 3 into the bind. So what's usually the strategy from the defensive side if the team's able to kick it out here?
Just get out quickly. I mean, you want to be able to get out quickly, and you have the advantage, obviously, because you're facing the direction that you need to run. So get out as quickly as possible.
And North Bay trying to get out quickly, fending off the Utah attack. Has some support there, gets it in her hands, but gets knocked out there. So Utah able to track it down. They're going to try to get it in here quick. There goes the whistle, so perhaps not quick enough, but you talked about getting out. North Bay was able to control the scrum. It's been pretty even when it comes to scrum so far today, but got wide, just couldn't get enough support there. I mean, how'd that play break down in your eyes?
Yeah, or just break down. I mean, use that 5 meter channel as your sort of alert to cut back in so that you can avoid going into touch.
So you see the line out, you saw that dash there right by the ladies' feet. That's where you talk about that 5 meter channel.
Yeah, it's where what essentially the start of the line out would be. Just once you reach that point, start to slow down so that you can just cut back in to avoid going out.
And that all comes down to awareness, knowing where you are on the pitch and taking good, proper positioning in lines to make the play happen. So
absolutely.
Ball bouncing around a bit here. We'll have another scrum coming together, and North Bay will feed it in. They were able to get good real estate after the last scrum. If they can do the same here inside the 22-meter line, perhaps it'll turn into points.
Stay back.
In it goes. Able to work it free. And they're going to work it now. North Bay trying to set up the attack. Keeps it inside. trying to make her way to the line, and she does so. So North Bay does convert the scrum into points. Camille White puts it on for North Bay.
That was spectacular because the defense was thinking, oh my God, Abeda Ahmed is on the outside. She had her as a decoy. They bit, and they played very soft. And Camille White just did a great job having field awareness, using her peripheral, and just cutting back in. That was just wonderful play.
And we had just talked about it, coming off the scrum, able to get out, make that advantage happen. The conversion does not go here, so we'll see if that'll start to play a factor as it becomes a 7-point game here. That's a try and a conversion coming down to the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, when you've got a running threat like Abeda Ahmed, you can create those kinds of opportunities. Because although she doesn't have the ball in hand, she's still such a significant threat on attack.
This kick won't make it to the 10-meter line, so Utah is going to get to restart it from the center here. If you're Utah, how aggressive do you want to be here? You just taking what they give you and trying to hold on and click some clock down, or do you got to go for it?
You just work your structure, and you take the opportunities like here when you get them, but then you don't do the 50-50 ball. You don't make 50-50 passes. Just play somewhat conservatively.
And the key will also be if you're able to break away and find Pater, just put it on down. So Utah responds quickly to the North Bay try with a try of their own. That's a key possession for the Cannibals.
And I believe that was Ania Matina with the try. Take a second look at that. Just nice reach for the ball. And then as she caught it, she stepped in, and that was enough to throw off the defender to open up the floodgates.
And you see it coming right there, the support. That's the point I was going to make as they broke away there. You find open space is great, but if you're not supporting it there, that could end up being a turned ball. So Utah smartly able to support one another, turn it into a team play, and the conversion turns it in. It's the 4th different score for Utah, so they're spreading it all around, Pedro.
Hey, there's wealth within that Utah squad. Much wealth.
And look, you see the subs there catching their breath, some getting ready to perhaps see the field next. So good job of the coaching staff making sure he has fresh legs out there. But these ladies are making it happen. 4 different try scores. Means everyone's getting involved here. North Bay, 2 different try scores for them, but they're going to need 2 more to get back into it, plus conversions. Making some moves here now, trying to pull that ball out, but Utah, they're feeling themselves right now, strong on defense.
Yeah, North Bay has to be in support. They have got to have timely support, and that player for North Bay for Utah, not entering the gate properly, coming in from the side.
And this is for championship here, so they are battling. Maybe the pressure building up for North Bay is another error there. Leaves it on the ground.
Nope.
I believe that's 7 turnovers, if I'm correct, there for North Bay.
Yeah, wow. Big knock on. It's really going to be costly. I mean, I don't think they have a shot at winning this match, but those types of mistakes are what have put them in that position. I mean, they played so intently, so hard, both sides, so big credit to both. I think the future of women's rugby is very bright. I think, obviously, present is great, but looking at these 2 teams, if there's any indication of what our future holds, we're going to be good.
Exciting viewing as well, so thank you so much for joining us here on ESPN Plus. And the whistle goes yet again, so the clock hits zeros, but we're still going to have another play coming up here for Utah. Kick it out, take a trophy, right? They're going to try for some more fun, I guess.
When you're high school, you want to score. Actually, when you're playing rugby, it doesn't matter high school, college, club, you want to score.
Maybe they're looking for a 5th different try scorer there, but it'll actually come back to North Bay. So North Bay, they're going to try to kick it a bit closer, a bit further away, so I get the score a bit closer. Back into Utah's hands. And we'll see. She's going to try to make a go of it, get to the outside, tries to fend. Oh, ball popped out. North Bay kicks it ahead there. Perhaps a little fatigue starting to set in. It's only 14 minutes, but when it's this fast-paced and this physical, it takes a toll. But the Utah Cannibals will take the match here and will be our champions. Phaedra Knight, thank you so much for joining me here. Girls High School Open Final. Now this will conclude this morning's coverage on ESPN Plus, but we'll continue at 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN2, where we'll crown even more champions. Congratulations to the Utah Cannibals and Bishop Shanahan, the boys and girls champions in the High School Open Final. But you don't want to go anywhere. Brian Hightower and Gareth Reese will take over on 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN2. So tune in here to Philadelphia. We're crowning champions. I'm Shawnee Hill. Thank you so much for joining us here on ESPN Plus. We'll see you soon.